Hello everyone, my name is Roya, and today I'm going to be telling you about the books that I read in the first two-thirds of the month. I read only two, and that is very sad to me because I usually have read like 5 books by halfway through the month, and now it's already two-thirds of the way into the month and I've only finished 2 books. So I don't know what's going on. I haven't really been reading any less or anything. I'm reading the same amount and these books are not that long, really, comparatively, so I'm not sure what's going on. The first book that I have to talk to you guys about today is The Fever King by Victoria Lee, and I was sent this arc of it in exchange for an honest review from book publicist Megan Beatty. Thank you so much, Megan, for sending me this. So anyway, this book is about a post-apocalyptic society in which the United States has split up into multiple countries instead, and there's a fever that killed everyone, and some people did not die, they got powers instead. So most of these people's powers are pretty much either they are a telepath or they are a technopath, and our main character, Gnome, is a technopath. Everyone he knows has been killed in this plague, so he goes off to join a league of other kids who have weird powers like him. So this book, I liked a lot of things about it. I liked that Gnome is queer, he's bi actually, and he falls in love with a dude, and this dude is actually Persian, which is great. I love it when there are Persian main characters, obviously, and I obviously love queer relationships being the forefront of the story. However, other than that, this book was kind of just okay. I feel like mostly what it lacked was any real explanation of the world building, kind of, because it names some of the countries that the United States sort of split into. Gnome is an undocumented immigrant, actually, which is also really interesting, but we're not really given any sort of, like, I kind of wish this had a map. I hope the finished copy has a map because that would really help a lot, because a lot went unexplained about just the world in general. And then there were other sort of things that just didn't make a whole lot of sense, like why the people with these abilities are called witchings, which seems kind of weird to me because they're so scientifically oriented. Like most anybody is either a technopath or a telepath, and that does not scream witch to me at all. There's a lot of science behind this, and it seemed really weird that they're called witchings. It seemed like it totally didn't fit. First 3/4 of the book were really boring and really slow, and like barely anything happened. It wasn't until the last 1/4 of the book where we were getting a bunch of big reveals and stuff where it got really good, because there was a lot more action and a lot more suspense and conflict, whereas there was just so little of it in the first like 3/4 of the book. So I did like this book. I gave it a 3.5 stars. I just think that it had a lot of potential and it could have been a lot better. And the final book that I'm going to tell you guys about today is From Under the Mountain by C.M. Spivey. This is a book that had a really cool cover, actually, but I ended up getting this like earlier edition of it because it was the only one they had left at the festival, and like my book haul is going up tomorrow. You'll see the whole story. But anyway, this cover is kind of boring because it just has her face there in a bunch of mountains, and it just doesn't, like, I don't know, it's weird. But anyway, this is about a girl named Gwerline who unexpectedly becomes the Empress when not only are her parents struck down by a plague, but her brother is killed by a wolf, and a bunch of stuff happens. There are zombies, there are undead. She's in love with her friend Eva, and they have been in a relationship since before the book started, and I thought that was really great. This has a lot of witches in it and a lot of dragons everywhere, and it's just such a good, it's a really good fantasy book. It's really awesome. The world building is pretty well thought out, but there were some things that sort of jumped out at me as like, why would they not already know that? I was really bummed when some stuff happened and there's this new love interest who's a dude, and he's just the most annoying person in the entire book, and wanted him to get the heck out of there. I don't know. So then when there was some stuff happening towards the end that like really bummed me out about the direction that this book was going, but overall, it's a really good book. It has plenty of action and some really good characters. But anyway, those are the books that I read in the first half, 2/3 of November, all 2 of them. I hope I will have a slightly bigger wrap up for you guys in the latter third of the month. Hopefully, I only get 1 day off for Thanksgiving, not 2 or 3 like some of y'all, but I guess we will see. If you've read either of these books, have thoughts on them, anything like that at all, please let me know in the comments below, and let me know what your favorite book that you've read so far this month is, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!